Welcome back to the Serene One. In our previous two videos, we laid a solid foundation for our journey to inner peace. We explored what Stoicism is, and more importantly, we delved deep into the power of the inner self through the dichotomy of control, the principle of divided control. You learned to distinguish between what is within your control, your thoughts, actions, core values, and what lies outside your control, such as the weather, the actions of others, or random events. Practicing the dichotomy of control helps you stop wasting energy on futile things, reduce anxiety, and focus on building your life from within. It's a solid shield protecting your soul from external storms. However, is controlling only what's within enough to achieve absolute peace? What can we do about painful events, unavoidable losses, or things we cannot change even after accepting they are beyond our control? Today, we will take another step on this path, a step that many might find difficult, but one that holds immense liberating power. We will explore another central concept of Stoic philosophy, Amor Fati, love your fate. This is not just acceptance, but a complete harmony with nature, a synchronicity with the flow of life. Whether it brings good things or challenges, it is the art of accepting everything as it is. Sounds a bit extreme? How can one love the bad things that happen to them? Don't worry. Through intuitive doodle visuals and profound analysis, the Serene One will help you understand that Amor Fati is not indifference or pessimism, but one of the most powerful sources of strength and peace you can find. Let's explore together. To understand Amor Fati, first, we need to clearly distinguish between ordinary acceptance and love in the Stoic sense. At its most basic level, acceptance is acknowledging an unchangeable reality. For example, you accept that it's raining, but Amor Fati goes much further. It's not just acquiescence to what happens, but a positive, active attitude of embracing, even loving, everything life brings you, good and bad, success and failure, joy and sorrow. The philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, wrote, "A good person does not ask what needs to happen, but only what needs to be done, because he believes that everything that happens is good." He also said, "Do not wish for things to happen as you want them to. Wish that things happen as they actually do, and you will be happy." This is the core spirit of Amor Fati. Amor Fati is not indifference or inaction. It does not mean you stop trying to change what you can control, as we learned with the dichotomy of control. On the contrary, it means you do your best with what you have, and then accept the outcome, whatever it may be, with an attitude of appreciation. It means you look at a failure not as an endpoint, but as an indispensable link in the chain of events that make you who you are. A valuable lesson, an opportunity for growth. Simply put, Amor Fati is about loving your entire life story, including the chapters you wish had never happened. It's about seeing everything, every event, every challenge, every pain, as necessary ingredients, indispensable pieces that make up the complete picture of you, a stronger, more mature, and wiser version. Practicing Amor Fati brings incredible liberating power because it touches one of the deepest roots of human suffering, resistance to reality. We often struggle, complain, and wish things were different from what they are. It is this resistance, not the event itself, that causes prolonged pain and unease. When you learn to love your fate, you'll realize that life is no longer a continuous battle. Instead, it becomes a flow you can merge with. This brings many profound benefits. Freedom from anger and frustration. You will no longer feel angry or frustrated about things you cannot change. Instead of, "Why me?" you'll start asking, "What is this teaching me?" This active acceptance transforms negative energy into learning opportunities. Increased resilience. Amor Fati not only helps you accept but also reframe how you view adversity. Every challenge, every loss, every mistake becomes an advantage for you to become stronger, wiser. You don't just endure, you grow from them. Living fully in the present, resisting the past or worrying too much about the future, which we cannot control, often makes us miss out on life in the present moment. Amor Fati helps you let go of these burdens and live fully with what's happening. Finding beauty even in ordinary or difficult things. Finding true inner peace. When you stop fighting reality, a deep sense of peace naturally emerges. It is a peace that doesn't depend on things going your way, but a peace that comes from being in complete harmony with the universe, with the great flow of life. This is the highest goal of Stoic philosophy. So how do we practice Amor Fati? To not just accept but love the undesirable things in our busy modern lives? This isn't a switch you can flip instantly, it's a process of mental training. Let's start by applying it in the following situations. Situation 1. Losing a job or failing in business. The natural reaction is pain, anger, self-pity, but with Amor Fati, you will see this not as a disaster, but as a new chapter, a significant turning point in your life story. It could be an opportunity to discover a new path, a new skill, or realize what truly matters to you. I accept this loss, and I will find meaning in it. Situation 2. A loved one falling ill or passing away. This is one of the hardest challenges. Amor Fati does not mean you don't grieve. Pain is natural, but it means you accept the fragility of life. Accept that everything has a beginning and an end. You cherish the moments you had, and learn to live on with that absence as a part of life. A part of your own story of love and loss. I grieve, but I accept the laws of nature, and I will cherish the memories. Situation 3. Being criticized or misunderstood. It's unpleasant when others don't understand you, but Amor Fati teaches you to accept that you cannot control their thoughts or words. You can control your reaction. If the criticism is valid, learn from it. If not, let it go. I accept that they have their own opinions, and I will not let that disturb my peace. Small practical exercise. Whenever something undesirable happens, an appointment cancelled, a plan falling apart, an unpleasant word, instead of reacting negatively immediately, try whispering to yourself, "Esto mihi," Latin for, "let this be mine," or, "this too is part of it." Then, try to find a positive aspect, a lesson, or simply accept it as a necessary part of the bigger picture. Transform obstacles into material to build a better version of yourself. Amor Fati doesn't require you to pretend to love every bad thing. It requires you to accept that everything that happens, good or bad, is part of your unique life experience, and you have the power to turn them into something meaningful. So there you have it. Amor Fati, a seemingly elusive concept that holds extraordinary liberating power. It's not just passive acceptance, but an active attitude, a genuine love for your entire life, including its ups and downs, its scars, its difficult lessons. When you learn to harmonize with the natural flow of life, you will no longer be pushed around by things beyond your control, and inner peace will no longer be a distant concept. I encourage you to practice Amor Fati every day, starting with small things. When a plan changes, an unwelcome word is spoken, or an unexpected event occurs, take a deep breath and tell yourself, Amor Fati, love my fate, this too is part of it, and try to seek the meaning or lesson hidden within. If this video has resonated with you and helped you find a new perspective on life, please leave a like to support the Serene One and share it with those who are seeking peace and inner strength. Don't forget to subscribe to the Serene One channel and hit the bell to not miss our next profound lessons on the journey of exploring Stoic philosophy. Together, we will build a life that is not only steadfast but also full of meaning. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video, where we will explore another aspect of ancient wisdom. Wishing you a peaceful day, full of acceptance and serenity.